Looking at these emails, you've got the list there.
Yes.
Would you have sent those out, or would you be recognising that you were breaking the ministerial code in doing so?
It was made very clear to me and to other ministers when you were appointed that government business is government business and is kept in-house, and you do not convey matters to external parties, including in your own party. Particularly important at the Home Office, which of course is a security department dealing with a whole range of sensitive issues. And I think if this had happened, well, it wouldn't have happened on Theresa May. It simply wouldn't have happened. And I cannot believe that Suella Braverman does not know that this was against the ministerial code.
Yeah.
This is a very serious matter.
Yeah, I mean, we've got protest activity, public disorder, and as I was pointing out to Darren, there are 6 occasions over 1 month, from the 15th of September to the 16th of October.
Yes, she's a serial offender,
yeah.
And to apply Home Office terminology, I think 6 strikes and you're out is how I think it should be with her. I mean, she's totally the wrong person to be Home Secretary. There's a whole range of issues, aren't there? We've got this bombing in Dover, we've got the other matters to do with Manston, which we might come on to, Mark. But, I mean, in terms of this itself is an offence that she was dismissed for, and yet Rishi Sunak has brought it back after 6 days. You have to ask yourself, was Rishi Sunak unaware of this matter? Was he naive about it? Or was it some sort of grubby deal to get her support for his...
Right, plea in mitigation. She was new in the job. Perhaps it was a bit of a rush job putting her in there. The fact that maybe she was sending it on Gmail in sort of unofficial channel, could that have been a mistake? And obviously she then recognised the problem and tried to get them deleted.
I was given a security briefing on day 1 at the Home Office about what you can and can't do. Yeah. We've got Alex Younger, the former head of MI6, in the paper today saying ministers need to take cybersecurity far more seriously. You know, we cannot have a situation where the Home Secretary is not trusted by the security services, which is where we seem to be going.
Is she trusted by her own MPs? Sir Roger Gale, MP for Thanet, Conservative MP, wanting an urgent question in the Commons now this afternoon over the issue at Manston and Dover. The indication, he says, as opposition MPs have said, was that these people were held at Manston to prevent them going and having to get yet more hotel rooms to house them.
And as soon as Grant Shapps became Home Secretary, for 6 days, if you recall, Grant Shapps was given an urgent briefing and tried to sort that out right away, having inherited a complete mess from Suella Braverman and her first incarnation. The fact is, she was acting illegally. This is the advice from civil servants. She was
by keeping them so long at the processing centre?
Yes, by not progressing them in a way that met the government's own requirements. I mean, she's broken the law. As Home Secretary, she's broken the law by behaving in this way. And Manston is a processing centre which is suitable really only for people to be held for a very short period of time.
Well, overnight, effectively.
Overnight, 24 hours. People have been there for 4 weeks. This is completely unacceptable. And I have to say that my interpretation of what she's doing is she's trying to send a message that asylum seekers aren't welcome, and to make it as unpleasant for them as possible. She says she wants to have joy, or what was the word? She wanted delight, a dream from sending people on a plane to Rwanda.